my world in your saving hands. You plan for all my days. I call your
This was one of them ones where I'm sat and not even particularly wanting to write a song, I don't think, just sitting worshipping, and it's simple. If you watch the chord progressions, it's easy, it's four chords.
I think you did it in A originally.
Yeah.
We did it in E for Jenny, but it was like, because it had all that.
Yeah, open. Yeah, that's right actually. Yeah, it did, yeah. Man, you've got a good memory.
I can remember it.
As you sit with something, like melodies come and and obviously I'm in that moment of crying out to God, and then it's you, all I need is you. Keep around my days, love it. Yeah, just seemed to sit nice. And then I worked on it from there.
Jesus, it's all for you.
I mean, one thing that we try work with is if it doesn't, and this is a journey we've been on, is if it doesn't work on an acoustic, for us it doesn't work, because you haven't always got a band, you haven't always got two electric guitars and whoever else and the sound guy. Sometimes it is just one acoustic in a room with a few people. And for me, that's where songs should work. If they don't work on the one instrument, then they don't work.
But we've written plenty of songs historically which don't work. But even like Bounce and Tribe Called Praise kind of thing, they're basically a riff, a drum beat, and
melody.
Something you can basically shout over the top. It's not necessarily even a melody. When you break those songs down to just like something like this, it's actually quite hard to do. So those are for songs for a purpose, and songs with the band going and with 1,000 people shouting it and everything. That's great, but I think the best songs are ones which you can play in any way, shape or form. You can do it on a piano, do it on a guitar, do it on a kazoo, and it's still a good song. Do you know what I mean?
Matt's awesome on the kazoo.
Yeah.
All that I need is you, Jesus, the keeper of my days, a love that is always, it's all for you.
Because this was a key point where I was trying to make a decision about my future with my wife, like where were we going to live. It was the key point of moving to Manchester, and we had so many opinions and so many voices in our heads at that point. There were so many options of what we could have done, and we didn't want to be in a place where we made a head decision. We didn't want to be in a point where we just made a decision that looked good. We wanted to be in a place where we made a decision that was the heartbeat of God for our lives. And I struggled a lot with the opinion of other people. What will people think if I say this? If this happens, then what about this? And so many T's I wanted to cross and so many I's I wanted to dot. But I just kept coming back to God and saying, God, what do you want? God, this life, it's all about you. It's all for you. What do you want? And the verse is really personal it's the sense of realization for me that, God, you hold my world in your hands. Like, I'm not just living this life by myself. It's not just all on my shoulders, but you actually have a plan for each one of my days. Like, you've gone before me, you know me. And I look in the Bible and so many times Jesus was challenged on, like, one, why did he heal on the Sabbath? And when he shouldn't have been doing that, the opinion of other people, why did you do that? And he just answered, like, I simply do what I see the Father doing. Like, that was his answer, and I want to reflect that. Like, and then in the Garden of Gethsemane, you find Jesus again, and he's like, if there's any way to take this cup from me, then God, do it. And like, you see the battle with himself there, but then he says, but God, your will, not mine. And that was where I found myself. I wasn't in the Garden of Gethsemane, but I was there at decision point of what do I do? And I just wanted to bring it back to a point where, God, this is all for you. Wherever you want me to live, then that's where I'll live. Wherever you want me to rest my head, then that's where I'll rest my head. Whenever you want me to speak, so that was this song. It's just, God, all I need is you. Just singing that now, we haven't sung it for years. And for me personally, it's a personal song, but like magic, it's amazing, love it.